ready to get started? Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Deidre Henderson, Lieutenant Governor. It's an honor to be here. We'd love to excuse Governor Cox, who is needed at home today with his wife, but our hearts, our thoughts, our prayers are with Abby, and we expect a full and quick recovery from her. She had surgery yesterday, for those of you who don't know, which is why the governor is not here. Otherwise, he for sure would be. But I'm honored to be here to do a ceremonial signing for SCR 6 that honors and celebrates the Golden Spike. Which, did you bring it? Is it here? I didn't see it. A few months ago, I was in my office, and it's over here in the corner, and I heard all this commotion, sirens and all sorts of things, and I looked out my window, and there was this enormous golden spike driving under my window. It was incredible. What an incredible piece of artwork, and we're so thrilled to have it represent what Utah did in the past, and not just Utah, but so many nations, so many people. So what I love about it is that it's celebrating everybody who helped work on the Transcontinental Railroad, uniting the East and the West coasts of the United States here in Utah. A couple of years ago, Senator Sandel and I had the opportunity to go to Terrace and visit the little town that was being excavated where Chinese railroad workers once lived and worked, and we got to dig and sift, and I think you spit on some stuff, right, and handed it back to me. It was really gross, but we're so grateful that we're finally uncovering and honoring everybody who had an opportunity to help build Utah and build the United States. So we're going to start out with Senator Sandel giving some remarks, and then Doug Foxley, who this is a product of his vision and hard work. He will give a few remarks, and then Karen Keller will give a few remarks, and then we'll have everybody come up. I'll sign the resolution, and we'll get a photo. Does that sound all right? Senator Sandel.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Just a few quick words. So maybe you do or don't know, but my family farm and ranch is about a mile away from the actual site on Promontory Summit. So the Golden Spike and that has been a part of my history, I think, long before I was born. I remember going down there as a youth, and before the visitor center was built, there was a white obelisk that sat there on the spot, and sagebrush. I remember when the visitor center was built. As an 8-year-old, I was at the 100th anniversary celebration in 1869, and when the opportunity happened to coincide with my tenure in the House of Representatives, and the vision kind of came about on the bicentennial, or the 150th. Let's go that way. 150th, to participate in what became an incredible celebration, just to mark the history and the event. And what has happened since then has been through the Golden Spike Foundation and their continued vision to try to remind people of the great heritage that is ours, of being in the state of the union where the connection happened, to connect a union that had been separated by a civil war, and to bring East and West together. And what Utah played, and that part that Utah played in that, and the history that happens, has been elevated to a level that I can't tell you how much I appreciate. It's great. And the vision of those people, Doug Foxley and his team, has been incredible. To be able to place something next to the freeway, a state monument that will attract people and call attention to the event that happened in 1869 is incredible. And to be a part of that as a legislator has been an honor, truly an honor and a privilege to continue to commemorate. And I look forward to generations of people being able to stop at that monument, see and understand what it took in 1869 to build that railway. The workers, the sacrifice that happened was immense. We don't commemorate that, haven't commemorated that nearly like we should. But to be able to direct people's attention from this monument, which is inspiring, just awesome, inspiring, to be standing there next to the freeway and draw people in. And it's amazing, the collaboration that's happened and what this will do for not only northern Utah, but for our state to continue to remind people about this. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to those who have participated. Thank you for those who have had the vision. Thank you for those who have donated, especially their time and resources and money. We're going to hear from the Kellers in a minute about their contribution to this particular site and what that means to it. But I want to just give that appreciation and let you know that I am very honored to be a part of this. And with that, I'm going to turn a few words over to Doug Foxley, who I think is a son of Polynesia now. Is that right? No doubt about that. Okay.
Governor, thank you. And I remember very well meeting with you in your office and talking about this. And you gave us some great ideas and suggestions. And you and the governor and Senator Sandel and Tom have been so helpful. And we have our awesome partners here from Brigham City. We have our spiritual godfather, Ross Peterson, who has kind of led and guided us through this here. We've got an amazing team from Team Golden Spike here. Couldn't do it without Robin and her team. Please do the wave. Come on, everybody. Elizabeth, Kirsten, come on. Anyway, thank you. We have got a great construction team. We have amazing architects, and I'm not going to go into that. I have to say, this thing has taken on a life of its own, but others have caught the vision and taken it to further steps. And most of you know Karen and Scott Keller, and if you don't, you should, because they're a force of nature. And they've made a lot of great things happen. A lot of great things happen in Utah and other places. They get approached all the time about doing various things. But I have to tell you, what they have done for us to date and will do is just amazing. And so, without further ado, can I just introduce, the amazing Karen Hell Keller, and Karen, the Kellers have given us a lead gift, and we've got a welcome center that will bear their name, and appropriately so. So Karen and Scott, love you and thank you.
Wow, that was quite an introduction. Thank you so much. But on top of everything that's just already been said, I want to thank all of you for presenting this opportunity to us. It's something that in my 4th and 5th grade years of grade school, that's something the things that we learned about promontory was something that I came away with meaning so much to me, and in turn to our 5 children, and all of the grade school road trips that we got to take out there meant a lot to our children, and now our 17 grandchildren. And I had about 3 of them when Robin approached me. We had about 3 of them in that year of school where they were learning about the spike and how we let them know about bringing the spike to Utah. So I don't know whatever's happened about that, but we certainly brought a 45-foot spike to Utah, and how exciting that was to bring some of our grandchildren there to witness that, and now further to be able to be a part of this Golden Spike Park and how fun it was to fly to Kentucky to accept it, and how meaningful it was with this Golden Spike crew, the foundation, so many things that you guys have done is beyond my comprehension to put together and bring to fruition. So thank you for letting us be a part of this. And we're just excited to be able to donate and see the completion of the Golden Spike Park. And I know Scott wants to say a few words. He'll be much more eloquent.
I really, you know, it's you that they have this flashlight on, not me, and it should be. We just flew in from New York last night, and he had some business to take care of back there, but we timed it to where we could fly and be at 45,000 feet in our plane during the eclipse to see the curvature of the earth at that high, and to see that actually take place. The pictures that I have are just priceless. The curvature of the earth, the horizon, the perspective, the actual eclipse, a full eclipse that we started following in Texas, and it completely took place about the time we were coming into New York. And to see the moon shadow, I never knew what that meant, but the moon, the shape of the moon on the earth, on the cloud cover below, they were at 15,000, we're at 45,000. And to see that moon shape overcome us from the starboard side of the plane to the port side of the plane was just something to behold. Perspective is a wonderful thing. And we don't understand things we don't appreciate things that we don't understand. This spike, in my own thoughts, are symbolic, as the senator had mentioned. It's bringing the East to the West. It's bringing people together. It's enhancing efficiencies, whether it be through interstate commerce or the transportation of people. But it also is symbolic of acknowledging the hard work, toil, and sacrifice of those that built that infrastructure. The technology of the day might be likened to one of those Neil Armstrong hurdles of going to the moon. It was quite an accomplishment, or the printing press. All of these significant things that have taken place, that they have paved the way for all of us to be the beneficiaries and to enjoy. And this is part of what I feel thrilled that Karen has made the decision to spend our hard-earned after-tax dollars to put towards another philanthropic cause. I'm an investor by profession, and ROI can be measured in many different ways, not just monetary. And the benefit and the blessings and the return on investment that we've experienced was so much of what we have done to enable us to help these wonderful causes have been beyond my ability to describe. It seems that if it doesn't sting a little bit, then you haven't done enough. And so we keep doing things, and now's not a good time for us. I don't know about you, but inflation and unprecedented rise of interest rates of 5.5% in the last 14 or 15 months has not been anything but adversarial to my company. And so the timing is not good, but we'll figure it out. And that's the whole point. Like those that built this railroad, you think they had all the answers when they started? They figured it out. And that's where we grow, is through the struggle. Speaking of struggles, you know, Karen says to me, so why did you do this? Why did you go variable rate? What were you thinking when you put those $80 and $100 million loans on variable interest rates at 3.8% that grew to 9%? What were you thinking? And I suggested to her lovingly, Karen, perhaps you should consider embracing your own mistakes. And I'll embrace mine. So she came over and hugged me. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
All right. Yes. Yes.
Come up,
So
let's get a
whoever
picture.
would like to come up, certainly the colors,
Come up and get-
bill
get a
sponsors,
photo by the
mayor.
signing.
I have pre-signed several of these, so I just have the one left to sign. Right.
Robin, get over here. Madam President.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have everyone?
Yeah.
All right.
We're in Utah. We'll always go to the right.
Slide this way. Okay, we're sliding. We're sliding stage right. Okay.
Don't block yourself. Yeah. Don't let me block you. All right. Okay. I mean, who wants the lucky pen? Everybody
Well,
wants my pen. All right. Here's,
I think
here's
Senator
this.
Sandal gets that one.
get,
I think Representative Peterson gets that one, and the Kellers take one. Yep, perfect.
All right.
And then that'll go to.
Actually, here, let me hold that while
Okay.
I'll do this. And then I'll get
Ah,
it.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, we gotta take it in. Ross, get up here, okay? We couldn't have done this without you. You're the beloved Ross Peterson.
Becky.
And Becky, come on, let's get up here, come on.
What are you doing, girl?
All right, all right.
Stop hanging back.
I know. Okay, sorry, but you know.
Let's push in even more.
Got it?
Okay.
So we'll do that on the second, we'll do one more report after. Okay, yep. All right. No, but so we're. Take it. Okay, now let's get all of the amazing guys. Sir,